What is up, you guys? Brooke here, and today I am doing a collab. Real quick before I start talking about who I'm collabing with and what our video topic is, I just want to say that I'm sorry for last week's scheduling and posting of videos on my channel because I had just posted an update video of when I would be posting my new videos, and so far I'm doing a really bad job. Last Monday I had posted instead of my normal Tuesday because I had done the AuthorTube announcement video with Natalia Lee, Caitlin Lambert, and Mandy Lynn, and so that kind of threw things off because we all wanted to post on the same day, and we had decided to go ahead and post on Monday rather than posting on my normal Tuesday. So that's why that video was off. And I had meant to go ahead and post a video Thursday, but my grandpa was actually having heart surgery that day, and so I was in the hospital from like 6 in the morning till 6 o'clock at night that day, and so I was just kind of like, screw it, I'll just post it tomorrow. I was exhausted and I was having my focus on him rather than my videos. And by the way, he is doing great. I'm going to see him later on this afternoon and whatnot, and so I'm so excited to see him. He's doing awesome. But yeah, I just wanted to real quick say that I was sorry that I had announced my new scheduling of videos, and so far after a week my scheduling of videos has been off. I hope that I will be on top of my game for posting future videos. And so enough of that, I'm gonna go ahead and now get into the collab video for today. I am collabing with Emily LunaticWritingABook. Her actual name is Emily Borne and her YouTube name is Emily LunaticWritingABook. I think that's a really cute title because I mean, I feel like I'm a lunatic writing a book sometimes, so she took a good title for her channel name. But yes, we are doing a video all about pantsers and plotters and what the differences are between them. I am a definite pantser. I'm kind of somewhat of a plantser, but not really. I'm a whole lot more of a pantser, that's for sure. And so while I'm a definite pantser when it comes to things, Emily is actually a plotter. So she goes about writing and handling her book in a very much different way than I handle the things in my book and the things of how I do my own writing process. So this video today is going ahead and showcasing the differences from plotters and pantsers. Let's get going. So the first round of comparisons I'm gonna read off of my laptop here. I am a pantser because ... I am a definite pantser because I don't like to plan things ahead. I mean, I do kind of have somewhat of an idea of what I'm going to be writing, what genre, what the characters are going to be, and then the pretty much like the start, the middle, and the end. Everything else is up for grabs. There's lots of things where I just have no idea what's going to be in store for my book. And so it's just kind of fun to find out as I'm writing and going along with it all. So I don't like to plan things out. So I'm a pantser because I'm kind of lazy. You could call it that. Laziness, for sure. So yes, I am a pantser because I'm kind of lazy and I just don't really want to strategize. I like to just right by the seat of my pants, figure out what happens as the time comes. Round 2 of comparisons is I don't outline because ... I just don't like outlining. I just find it so tedious, so boring, and it's just like, why do I have to figure all of this out now when it'll be so much more fun to figure it out whenever I'm actually writing the dang thing? It takes too long. I've tried writing outlines. Oh my gosh, I just feel like they take forever and I don't have fun doing it. And then whenever it comes to doing the outline of whenever I'm not knowing what to do, I feel so on the spot to where I'm just kind of like, I'm bored. Round 3 of comparing plotters and pantsers is I get to know my characters by ... So I get to know my characters while I'm in the midst of kind of writing and also editing. While I'm writing the first draft and I'm writing more into the deeper parts of the book, I'll start to go, oh, this would be so good to write for this character by putting in this quirk or putting in this little tidbit of backstory. So while I'm in the midst of the second draft of the story, or even the third or fourth or whatever, if I have an idea of adding more meat to a character's backstory or more meat to their personality, I'll just add in more info like that later on in other drafts. So that way it's just kind of like the more I read my story, the more I am going through drafts, the more that I actually do get to know the characters that way, because I'm adding in more for their storyline and for their character. Right now I'm struggling actually in my story because I had posted a video a while back, actually my last video. I was talking about how I read and re-edit a lot and that I'm not actually like writing my story out at the moment. I had kind of that trouble with the first book that I had ever written, but I'm having that severely with this book for some reason. So anyway, I had posted that video to kind of help me go ahead and just push through that horrible writing habit of re-editing and rewriting. So now that I've stopped doing that, now I feel like I'm already getting to know my characters so much more by writing them, and I already know of things I'm wanting to add later on after my first draft is done. So I get to know my characters a lot by writing notes of what I could do to just add more meat to their overall character. Round 4 of comparisons is I get story ideas by ... I get my story ideas by watching TV shows, reading books. I don't know where my ideas come from. Sometimes they'll just hit me and I'm just kind of like, I don't know how this came to me just now, but it did and I'm happy about it. The story I'm actually writing right now, I just didn't really, I don't know how I came up with that idea. I just knew that I wanted to write a story that took place in New Orleans, and I wanted it to be very paranormal, very supernatural type of a story. And whenever I just knew that's what I wanted to have my genre be, and I knew the setting of what I wanted it to all to take place in, it just kind of, things just started to hit me. I don't know how I came up with that story idea. Things just sort of hit me and I don't understand how. I think it was because I knew what the setting was and I knew what the genre was going to be. So I started reading more things in that genre and I started watching more things in that genre. Round 5 of plotter and pantser comparisons is I plot out a story by ... I think I know the beginning of the story that I am writing first. I kind of know the characters that are going to be involved, and I kind of know somewhat of what their pursuits and their wishes and aspirations are at the start of the book. And then knowing that, then I'm thinking, okay, if this is where they start, how is it going to end? Where's their end point for them in the book? And I plot it all out in my head. I don't really write it down. Like I had said, I don't like to write out outlines. I don't like to write things down for some reason. It just is so bothersome. I just don't like it. It's just not my thing. But yeah, I just plot things out in my head. I just have a little file cabinet in my head of knowing what I want to happen throughout the book, and I plot out things that way just by using my brain, just by doing that, and that's all I really do. Because I just hate writing crap down. The only time I will say that I do actually like and enjoy writing stuff down to help me write my book is the next round that I'm going to be reading off for you guys, which is I fix a writing scenario / dilemma by ... The only way I can really work out a problem is by writing it out. And this isn't writing it out on a computer. This is writing it out by hand on a notebook. For some reason, writing it out by hand fixes things for me. If it's not me working out a problem in my head, it's me writing the scenario down on a paper pad or something like that, and it's just writing and plotting things out that way. But then after I figure out my solution, I really honestly never look at those pages again. I have in my head like, yes, that's the answer I needed, and then I'll go back to my computer. So the last round I'm going to be talking about with y'all today of comparing plotters and pantsers is if I were to do something more like a plotter, it would be ... If I were to do something more plotter-like, I think that would be whenever I would start writing a series. I definitely think I would have to write an outline for a series of books because I'd want to try and keep everything in order and straight so that way I won't have any any types of just like no-nos and plot hole type of situations. Alright, so that was it. That was my comparison of plotters and pantsers with Emily Lunatic Writing a Book. Thank you so much, Emily, for doing this collab with me. This was so much fun, and I cannot wait to see what your version on this was, because I'm a pantser. I don't really do things like plotters would, because instead of answering things like how I would as a pantser, she would be answering things like how she would as a plotzer, pantser, oh my gosh, planner, plotter, gosh. She would be answering things like how a plotter would be answering things. So you guys should totally tell me down below if you all are plotters or pantsers or plantsers, because sometimes I can be a little bit of a plantser, but like I said, I lean much more to the pantser side of things. But yeah, totally let me know down below of what you are when it comes to writing. And also, you all should totally go follow me on my social media accounts, which is Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and I also have a Facebook page that has been very much neglected lately, and I need to post things on that because it's looking kind of sad. And feel free to go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to be notified on when I post new videos. And thank you all so much for stopping by today, and I will see you next time. Bye!